Welcome back to Explaining Everything, the channel where we dive into the stories and mysteries behind everyday things. Today's question comes from one of our inquisitive viewers, Eyeball Enthusiast 42. Thanks for the suggestion, Eyeball. You asked, why do people have different eye colors? Great question. Eyes come in all sorts of shades: brown, blue, green, hazel, and sometimes even a mix. But have you ever wondered why? Why do some people have piercing blue eyes while others have deep brown ones? Is it genetics? Magic? A rare reward for completing life on hard mode? Well, today we're breaking down the science behind eye color, how it's determined, why some shades are rarer than others, and whether or not you can actually change your eye color. Spoiler: no, staring at the sun won't give you laser vision. So, if you've ever found yourself awkwardly staring at someone's eyes, wondering how they got that exact shade, stick around as we unravel the mystery of eye colors right here on Explaining Everything. All right, first things first. Eye color is all about genetics. It's not some random spin-the-wheel situation where you get assigned a color at birth, like a chaotic game of Uno. Your eye color is determined by the genes passed down from your parents. That means if you've got brown eyes, thank your mom and dad. If you've got blue eyes, also thank your mom and dad. If you've got one blue and one brown eye. Okay, your genes are just flexing at this point. The main player in all of this is a pigment called melanin. It's the same pigment responsible for your skin and hair color. More melanin equals darker eyes. Less melanin equals lighter eyes. No melanin? Well, that's when things get interesting. Now, you might have heard people say that brown eyes are dominant and blue eyes are recessive. That's true, but it's not as simple as a 9th grade Punnett square would have you believe. Scientists used to think that eye color was controlled by a single gene. But turns out it's a whole genetic cocktail, more like a recipe than a single ingredient. Brown eyes. The OG, the classic, the most common eye color on Earth. About 79% of the world has brown eyes. If your eyes are brown, congratulations! You've won the genetic lottery by being in the majority. Blue eyes. Now here's where it gets spicy. Blue eyes actually don't have blue pigment. It's just the way light scatters inside the eye. Kind of like how the sky looks blue. Yes, your eyes are little galaxies. Be proud. Green eyes, the rarest of the normal eye colors, with only 2% of the world's population rocking them. Green eyes are caused by a mix of melanin and a fancy trick of light scattering. Basically, green-eyed people are nature's limited edition collectibles. Gray eyes, similar to blue, but with extra mystery. Like, am I actually gray? Or am I just really light blue? Hazel eyes can't decide between brown and green. Hazel eyes said, why not both? These eyes are like mood rings. They can change in different lighting. Red and pink eyes. If you've ever seen someone with reddish or pinkish eyes, they probably have albinism, a condition where there's little to no melanin in the iris. The color, you see, is actually the blood vessels inside the eye. Nature is wild. Now, here's where things get weird. Scientists believe that all blue-eyed people can be traced back to a single ancestor from around 6,000 to 10,000 years ago. That means if you have blue eyes, you're basically part of an ancient secret society. No, this does not make you royalty, sorry. Originally, all humans had brown eyes. Then, somewhere in Europe, a mutation happened that turned off the brown setting, and boom, blue eyes were born. And because blue eyes are recessive, they've stayed relatively rare. But thanks to modern travel and, people dating outside their hometowns, blue eyes still pop up now and then. Now the question is, can you change your eye color? The short answer, kind of. The long answer, it depends. Babies are notorious for being born with blue or gray eyes, only for them to darken over time. That's because melanin production kicks in after birth, slowly revealing their true eye color. It's like a surprise twist, but way slower. For adults, eye color doesn't usually change, but some people with hazel or green eyes might notice their color looking different in certain lighting. That's because of the way light interacts with the iris and how much melanin is present. Stress, emotions, or even illness can sometimes make your eyes appear lighter or darker temporarily. Okay, so we covered the standard eye colors, but what about the real wild cards? Enter heterochromia, a condition where someone has two different eye colors. Celebrities like Kate Bosworth, Mila Kunis, and even dogs like huskies rock this look. It can be genetic or caused by injury, and honestly, it's just Mother Nature showing off. There's also central heterochromia, where the inner ring of the iris is a different color than the outer ring. If you have this, congrats! You look like a fantasy book character. Then there's sectoral heterochromia, where one part of the iris is a different color from the rest. It's like your eye was halfway through a paint job and the artist just left. At the end of the day, different eye colors exist because of tiny genetic variations, melanin levels, and light refraction. It's all part of the beautiful randomness of human evolution. Brown, blue, green, gray, hazel. Each eye color is unique in its own way. But no matter what color your eyes are, they're still just little holes in your skull covered by a thin layer of muscle and pigment. And that, my friends, is the least romantic way to describe eyes. So next time someone compliments your eye color, just smile and say, "Thanks, it's just melanin and light physics." Guaranteed to impress or weird them out. Either way, they just stared into the windows of your soul. If you enjoyed this video, or if you wished that you were born with a unique eye color, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.